Hello and welcome to our weekly Zoom slash Facebook slash live interviews with some of our Fitness Fest professionals, presenters, and I'm really excited to chat with our speaker today, Dion Begay. He is a personal trainer. He's doing a workshop at Fitness Fest this April on kettlebells. The actual name of the workshop is the 6 fundamental lifts for kettlebell training. He's going to show us a couple moves. We just tease you because we want you to come to his workshop at Fitness Fest. So he's going to show you a couple moves after we chat with him. He's got a very impressive bio. I've met Dion more than once because we work with the Salt River Native American community. He works at a facility called Wolf, which is a beautiful state-of-the-art facility over in it's South Scottsdale, Indian School and
Indian School and Center
yeah,
Street.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a beautiful facility. We've done events there. Dion was just part of our walk run and Journey to Wellness event that we had in person this past Saturday, and we had a virtual event, blah, blah, blah. So, but I'm going to read his bio, which is the bio that he sent in from for Fitness Fest. Dion Begay received a bachelor's degree in kinesiology with an emphasis in exercise science and a minor in movement science from ASU, Arizona State University, in May 2006. Hey, and we almost, ASU
Yeah.
football team, we almost,
Please
oh
don't remind
man.
me. Don't remind me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. And I'm not to go away from the bio, like I'm not typically a
Mhm.
college football watcher. And I participate in the NFL. I mean, I'm not a participator, I'm not a football player, but I do like the NFL. But man, that was so exciting. That was so
Yeah.
exciting. We were actually, yeah, well, that close, but okay. So while attending ASU, Dion participated and assisted in various research studies on human development, movement science, and biomechanics. Upon graduating, Dion completed his certified strength and conditioning certification through NS. Well, I'll just read it out. National Strength and Conditioning Association, after which he was hired as a strength and conditioning coach and later the director of youth performance and athletic enhancement. And in 2007, that's when you started at Salt River, Pima, Maricopa Indian Community as physical fitness specialist. I didn't know you've been there for that long.
Yeah.
That's
It's,
yeah.
it's going on 18 years.
And wow. And what year did Wolf open?
The Wolf opened in 2018. It's actually called the Way of Life facility. So the Wolf
Yeah.
is just the acronym. So it's
Yeah.
easier to
Sorry, I'm
say.
so used to saying Wolf. Yes.
Yeah.
Way of
Yeah.
life.
It opened in 2018.
Okay. And if you ever get an opportunity to check it out, I mean, that's of course on Aqua, so the pool is amazing, a lazy river and slides and all that stuff. And so, but the fitness center and like the huge gyms and all that, and so a running track. Dion was so I already said that. Blah 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 blah. Dion was hired in 2007 by the Salt River Maricopa Indian Community as physical fitness specialist in the diabetes prevention services team, where he currently holds the title of senior physical fitness specialist. Dion is currently recertifying as a Russian kettlebell instructor with Dragon Door kettlebells.
Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. So tell us first about your role at Wolf, the Way of Life Center, Way of Life facility,
Okay.
and what you love about it and how you impact your clients and your community.
Okay, well, my role is, as you mentioned, is a senior physical fitness specialist, essentially the lead for the fitness staff. And then we have my manager, Alyssa Caston, who is the program manager of the Diabetes Prevention Services program. So I oversee, the fitness and physical fitness aspect of the Diabetes Prevention Services program. So we implement a lot of events, programs, educational seminars, stuff like that, that can get the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community members, knowledge, enhance their knowledge, their skills, and their attitudes towards physical fitness. Okay, so I do teach classes, I do one-on-one personal training, strength conditioning, stuff like that. But my role essentially is a lot of it is overseeing and compiling these programs, helping others put together these programs. A lot of our staff, they are really good about coming up with ideas for community members to engage in, and I just say, all right, we approve this and fix that, and a lot of it again is our goal here is to really improve. And really honestly, my goal for everybody, even if I'm doing a one-on-one session, my goal and our goal here is improve the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes, towards physical fitness and
Yeah,
strength conditioning. So I want to improve their knowledge, I want to improve their skills, and then I want to improve their attitudes towards how they view physical fitness.
right. Because I think not just Native Americans, but human beings in the United States. Obviously, I'm in the fitness industry, you're in the fitness industry, so you and I have a decent attitude toward physical fitness and health. But it's pretty obvious by statistics of obesity and diabetes for not just Native Americans, but I mean, we live in such an allegedly smart country. Like, why are we so out of shape? So changing the attitudes, I love that you said that. Like, isn't that our job as personal trainers, as directors, as leaders, as group fitness instructors to say it shouldn't be a chore. You shouldn't hate it. Okay, if you don't like kettlebells, let's pick something out. If you don't like running, let's walk. If you like hiking, great. If you like the outdoors, or if you like water, take water
Yeah.
classes or swim. So find something you like. And
Yeah.
so,
Definitely.
and get a routine and some habits going.
Hmm.
So yeah. How did you get you have a lot of older adults that come to to Wolf, to Way of Life facility?
Yeah, we have a lot of older adults. We do have a senior center here.
Yeah.
That's a different program, but we do have a senior center here, and they come, a lot. We collaborate a lot with the senior services program, so they send a lot of elders and older adults to the fitness center. We do a lot of events with them. One of the huge events that I did last year, I spearheaded last year, was so the last Wednesday of every May is National Senior Fitness Day. So
Yeah.
last year I had a huge, we put together a huge program that anything fitness related or physical fitness related. I had physical therapists come in, we had the firefighters come in. I did a demo with some of the groups that I work with. We had senior services, their injury prevention come in. We had a lot of different stations for them to move around and just see what we all offer physical fitness wise or physical activity wise. So a lot of people get this idea of when they hear physical, especially here, novice, people who aren't really into fitness, when they hear physical activity, they think running on a treadmill,
Yeah.
lifting weights. Like, no, that's not
Lifting heavy
physical
weight.
activity, that's
Yeah.
fitness. That's different from physical activity. So physical activity could just be something simple as doing chores, activities of daily living, stuff like that. So but I like to try to get my clients more involved in like a well-rounded program, and not just walking on the treadmill all the time, or
Yeah.
not just
I
lifting
mean,
weights
how
all
boring is that? I don't know
the time. Yeah.
anyone who, I mean, I'm sure there's a few people who actually enjoy the treadmill every
Yeah.
day, right?
I'm one of those
Shoot
people.
me. You're one of those people?
Oh, you know what? I've gotten into, probably in the past year, I've gotten into the habit of setting my incline at 15 to 18 degrees, and
Uh,
I'll sit there and I'll watch Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul for
yeah.
30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, you got you gotta be doing something. Good.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, I'm done with all the Breaking Bad and all the. I'm finished with them. So now what do I watch?
Yeah.
So,
So
but
that's how I get my treadmill workouts. I find something I can pay
yes,
attention to.
distraction from the
Exactly.
boredom. But the incline thing and all that, it kind of like it's a new sort of I want to use the word excitement, but because it's not, but something
It's a new
different,
trend.
like or
Yeah.
interval,
Yeah.
do something different to break to break it up. So
Mhm.
okay, that's cool. I don't I want to talk about, well, how did you get into kettlebell training?
Um, when I first was working at the company Fit Life as a strength coach, we had a kettlebell. I think we had one kettlebell. It was like 50 pounds. Nobody really knew what to do
What
with
to
it
do with
because,
it?
yeah, because this is 2006, 2007. Kettlebell training obviously has been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually came to the United States until like I would say mainstream United States in like the late 90s.
Hmm.
So nobody really knew what to do with it. So we would just do simple things like, oh, pick it up and carry it around, do farmers walks, let's hold it up over our head, and then we're like, all right, we'll try swings. I saw somebody do a swing and we're like, oh, okay, we'll do a swing. And then that's when I was started, and then YouTube started coming around and then it's like, oh, start looking up YouTube videos of kettlebells and certain things. And then you start finding more stuff. You're like, oh my God, there's a lot of
Right.
cool things you can do with this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then in 2007, when I was hired here at Salt River, one of our employees, Neville, Neville is he
Yeah.
had 4 kettlebells. So I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So now we have 4 huge kettlebells, and I'm like, all right, I can start doing a lot more with these things. So
Yeah.
now we're doing some heavy carries, heavy walks. I started learning how to do kettlebell snatches. I started to learn how to do Turkish get-ups, cleans and swings, and I really got into it. And I just fell in love with it from there. And then 2007, 2008, I think there was like a whole year went by where I did nothing but kettlebells. I did not touch
Hmm.
a barbell, did not touch any dumbbells. It was just strictly kettlebells, and fell in love with it and started learning more and more and more, enhanced my skills. Became a certified Russian kettlebell instructor with Dragon Door Inc. And I've been with them since.
I love it. And I know you're very into proper form and alignment. And when we do the workshop at Fitness Fest, you're going to do the 6 fundamental lifts for kettlebell
Yes.
training. And just really, I mean, six is a, you can say that's not a lot, but it is a lot because the way
Hmm.
you execute it and the way you cue it and the way that you talk about alignment. So I know everyone's really excited for that. So we're gonna do a couple before we do one or two of your swings. I just found out recently, like I said, I've been working, we just did an event with Diabetes Prevention Services and you were a big part of it. And so I just found out that you were written up in Men's Health magazine. So
That
tell us a
was.
little bit about that. What did you share with them?
So I was some editors from Men's Health magazine reached out to me and it's in back in October and said, "Hey, we're in November. We're going to be doing an article on indigenous trainers and indigenous athletes that occupy the fitness space, and we want to profile you." And I was like, "Really?" So it was like, it was like a big shock and surprise to me because,
Yeah.
I don't have a huge Instagram following. I think I maybe have like 2,000 people that follow me, not like some of these trainers who have like, 50, 60, 70, even 200,000 followers. So it was like, oh my God, this is kind of cool. And all a lot of this honestly was thanks to a good friend of mine, Anthony Thosh Collins.
Yeah, I
he
know
was the
Thosh.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd I guess they'd reached out to him initially, and he said, "Well, you need to speak to Dion
Oh,
because
I love it.
the guy who's
Nice.
I've trained because I've trained Thosh for a number of years, so he ended up was the one who was the catalyst to get them to reach out to me, and a lot of it did have to do with my training of my elders that I train with.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just it was one of those things where it's like they heard about how I do fall prevention with them. I do balance
Mm-hmm.
training with them. I do strength
Mm-hmm.
training with them. And so they found that very intriguing. And again, going back to my senior fitness day event that I did, a lot of that it really sparked a lot of elders wanting to come in and to say, hey, I saw one of our community members is deadlifting, 95-pound barbell or, barbell with 95 pounds and she's 86 years old. So I want to do that. I want to be strong like that. And so it just kind of was a domino effect from all of that. So, and that's how
Yeah.
I ended up getting recognized in there. They asked me to, talk about what I do here at the community and,
Yeah.
so that was
Well,
what I
it's
mentioned.
yeah. Well, what you do at the community for the community is just amazing, and it must be so rewarding and so purposeful. And so you're lucky to they're lucky to have you, and you're lucky to be
Mhm.
able to do something that's so meaningful and purposeful. So, and that's really cool about Men's Health magazine. And I asked you if you had a copy, and you said it was just digital. But
Yeah,
if anybody once people are watching this, if we can find out more, hopefully we'll
I
get
can
some
send
engagement.
you. I'll
Okay.
send you the link to it.
I love it. Yeah, we'll put that in the Facebook groups. And so, okay, let's show us what you got with that kettlebell.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you three movements. Okay. Three out of the six. Okay. All of them are going to be essentially based off of the swing. Okay. So we have six core, or I hate to say core, but six essential movements that kettlebell, trainers use. Kettlebell instructors use, whether you're going with RKC or if you're going with Strong First. Which is another organization. This is
Yeah.
what you need. They test you on and what you need to learn how to do. So I'm only going to show you three, and they actually all tie into each other. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the swing. I'm going to show you a two-hand swing and a single arm swing. Then I'm going to show you the kettlebell clean, and then I'm going to show you the kettlebell press or the strict press. Okay. So can you see my camera right there clearly?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
So the first one I'm going to show you is just the clean or the swing. I'm sorry, the swing. So I'm going to go two-hand Russian swing. So that's our two-hand Russian swing. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the single arm swing, which is just a derivative of the actual swing, but using one hand. Back down. Now I'm going to go into the clean, okay, which is an extension of the swing. I'm using swing modalities, but I'm going to bring it up into what's called a rack position.
Ooh.
Back down. So now I'm going to move into what's called a strict press. Okay, so using the same modalities of the swing, the power of the swing, and the clean, and the mechanics of the clean, I'm going to go into a strength press now. Here. There. So those
Awesome.
are three of the movements. Okay. Heart rate's up a little bit. So
Yeah.
I would ask
Plus you're
you,
on camera, right? It always
yeah,
gets your heart
yeah.
rate up for.
Based on everything I did, what did you notice most?
I noticed you had good posture and that your knees were bent. I noticed you seem to really have control of the kettlebell. Um, that's what I personally noticed.
Okay. So everybody's going to take away, little things here and there. Some people say, oh, like you said, your posture,
Your
your
breathing too.
breathing. That's a big one. Okay. That's a really big one. People notice is my breathing. Okay. The mechanics. And one of the things that we notice, if I'm doing a swing, if I'm doing a clean, no matter my start and stop, everything looks the same when I start and I stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Because what I see people do when they pick up a kettlebell, they'll pick up a kettlebell like this, and then when they're
Yeah.
done, they do this.
Yeah.
So notice when I did my swing, down, my clean,
Yeah. Right. It was
start and
smooth
stop.
transition, I guess you would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are the little details and
That are super
intricacies.
important. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
you don't hurt yourself. Cause when you're doing that last one, I'm thinking, ooh, your wrists would have to be
Mhm.
strong. Obviously, what you did is not like, this is not the place to start if you've never done that. You want to
I
be
could
strong and
teach. I could teach a novice lifter, though the kettlebell, the clean,
yeah.
in 15 minutes.
Oh my goodness. I'll be
And
right
so,
over.
and the thing is, I also encourage people. I'm saying, hey, protective equipment always helps. Okay, I don't use gloves. I don't
Hmm.
encourage you to use gloves when using kettlebells
Yeah.
because they're actually just gonna, get in the way and hinder you. So yeah, you
Yeah.
want to get some little calluses. You can see
Oh
I have
yeah.
calluses.
Ooh.
Those are the best thing for you. But what I do is, and I
That's
know
why
it
you're a
freaks you
merciless Indian savage,
out.
like
So
your shirt says.
I do have a lot of dead scar tissue here from years of the kettlebell banging into my wrist. Okay. what I tell people is if you don't want that, you can buy a couple items. We have kettlebell guards that you can buy on Amazon. Okay, they just slide over your wrist and they protect you. There's little pieces of plastic. Another easy
Yeah.
thing you can buy is bench press wraps. Bench press wraps, they fit perfectly over, and you can use that as your guards. So if you're going to take class and you're going to, tell people, hey, if you're going to be serious about kettlebell training, buy some kettlebell wrist guards or some bench press wraps. They work wonders. Okay. So wrist guards are
Those are some good tips. I love it, Dion. Dion Begay, Fitness Fest presenter, fitnessfest.org/FF25. You have a discount code. We'll put it in the you probably don't know it off the top of your head. We'll put it
yeah.
in the this is the Facebook. It's probably
Okay.
your name 20 or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll include that. Thank you so much for your time, for
Hey.
your expertise, and for everything you do for the Salt
Mhm.
River community. And we look forward to seeing you at Fitness Fest April 4th through the 6th
All
in
right, Janice. So
Phoenix.
thank you. Appreciate you having me on, and to everybody out there watching. Like I like to tell all my clients, I like to tell everybody, make yourself tough to kill. Okay. I like to tell everybody that. Make yourself tough to kill.
We'll keep that in mind for the weekend. Thanks, Dion.
All right. Thank you.